is where we are broadcasting right now. Rockin' Minutes with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910. And we welcome in Suns radio analyst Tim Kempton. And, man, we got a lot to discuss because the Suns just kind of sat on their hands. They didn't make any deals. They didn't pay anybody.
Nothing to see
here.
Nothing
to see here, not at all. Tim, how are you, pal?
I'm doing well. How are you guys? You staying cool up there in Venezia? They got the pizza oven on low?
No, they're cooking away. They got a great crowd in here, but their air conditioning is working perfectly.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. So let me fire this one at you. You as the longtime broadcaster, are you going to need a program to tell the players from the players?
I've already started my homework, and as Manute will tell you, color guys usually just walk in, they talk about, no, I've already started my homework on all these guys. Some I know a little, some I don't have a clue about. So they're definitely making my summer interesting with all these moves. And Matt Ishbia is not sitting on his hands. He's definitely come in and shook the organization up. And I think for everything that we've seen, it's for the better. And the fans have to be excited for what Matt Ishbia and the front office have done.
And Tim, truth be told, the Hayes in the Barn and my color analyst were on Wednesday for Friday night games. Just so you know, I'm just kind of I'm helping Jimmy when he pops in. Okay, did you get this, and this? I drive him absolutely nuts. But all that being said, one of the things I wanted to get into a little bit, how much will the roles change, if any, with the starting five, or what might be different with the roles with this group of starting five, or maybe even some of the backups?
Yeah, well, obviously with the starting five, it's going to be, things will shift a little bit. I mean, you got three dominant scorers. Any one of those guys, let's face it, any one of those guys on a team by themselves can average 30 points a game. Kevin may have slowed down a little bit, but still extremely high-level scoring. So those guys have got to figure a way to play off of each other. They don't have to do the heavy lifting anymore. It's like, hey, I see a double team coming, get rid of the ball, and you have the utmost confidence that Bradley Beal is going to make a shot, that Kevin Durant, that DeAndre Ayton with a 6'7" forward on him now is going to make a shot. So their roles will adjust a little bit, but they're high IQ guys. So I don't think there'll be any problem there. I think it's going to be more. The coaching staff will have to come in and identify roles for those bench guys in regard to what they need from them, how they want to play, and what they're going to do with all these new pieces in regard to how deep are we going to go? How many minutes are you going to get? Are you going to be our sixth or eighth guy? So it's usually all those extra guys that aren't. Listen, we know what Devin Booker, what Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant, DeAndre Ayton can do. Let's figure out how we can use these other guys to the best of their ability in making this team a winning team.
And, Tim, I think back at you guys when you made the run in 92, 93 and going to the finals against Chicago, and you guys getting to training camp. I think, were the camps up at Prescott in those days, or Flagstaff, or
they were up in Flagstaff. They used to put 2 floors in the dome up there, and we'd stay 2 weeks in Flag at Grand America up there.
Yeah, and I just wondered, how you guys seem to come out of the chute, on all cylinders. Was that true, at least from us as a fan watching you guys do as well as you did? But does that take some time to develop that continuity? And with this group of guys, will it take, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a day, a month, 2 months, do you feel, in reference to the way you guys got it all together?
Yeah, no, that's one of the biggest things. I think the difference between the NBA of yesteryear and today is that they use the first, let's say 15 games of the season to figure a lot of things out, where the coaching staffs back when I played on those teams, that's what training camp was for to come in there, to find out a lot about your team, whether it was competitiveness, being able to spend more time with those bench guys, exploring, matchups, putting different groups on the floor together. Where now coaches have to use the first couple of weeks of the season to do that, because training camps are so short, all in the name of player safety and player health.
Tim Kempton is our guest on the Wright Toyota guest line. All right, Tim, we know about a lot of the guys that have signed contracts, but I don't know if a lot of Phoenix Suns fans have seen Bol Bol. And I saw him at the University of Oregon. Then I watched him when he went to Orlando and Denver, and now he is going to be a Phoenix Sun. To me, the guy is 7'2", string beanish, but he has a handle on the basketball. He can shoot the three. He can be a defensive wizard in the middle if he desires. Where are you, being a big man, on Bol Bol?
Well, first of all, you said it from the beginning. He's not a big man. He just happens to be 7'2".
Yeah.
If you were to classify him, I'd probably classify him as a small forward role. As you mentioned, his handle and his shooting ability, he's not a guy that's going to go into the paint, with his back to his basket with a little jump hook.
3 minutes.
All these other skills. He's one of those guys that, even though his height is what it is, he's played the game facing up for the most part throughout his career. That's what his skill set is. So, the best thing about that, now he's in a situation where he can relax. He doesn't have to go out there and put up ridiculous numbers every night for the coaching staff to see improvement. Fit in with these guys. He doesn't have to go out there and score 12, 15 points a night, but fit in, do the things, learn from Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. Kevin is similar to him in his size, his stature, and everything he does. So, watch him in practice. Work out against him in practice. Hey, Kevin, 5 minutes, one-on-one, you and me at the end of the day. And do all those developmental things because he's at a little bit of a crossroads in his career. So this is going to be a great opportunity for him to make the most of the situation with the guys ahead of him, learning and seeing and developing as much as he can.
All right, but the last time you and I talked, and I referenced him, and I said he would be a very good signing for the Suns, you agreed. You're still in on that. Is that right?
Yeah, I think he's obviously interesting. He speaks interest because of all the things. He does have some very good basketball skills, and then you put it in a 7'2" guy. It's like, wow, what can he be? A lot of it is mental with him. What do I do with this skill set, and how do I develop it in order to become a better basketball player? So very intriguing. And as we said, he's not a guy that is a great signing because you're not sitting there saying, oh, we need 15 points and 8 rebounds from him off the bench every night. There's going to be certain situations where, he plays a lot. If he gains some confidence and starts, getting, in the rhythm and he becomes a bench guy, great. But there may be some other stretches where he doesn't play. So, you're not depending on Bol Bol. He's interesting. He's intriguing. How does he develop? How does he make the most of his opportunity in this season with the Suns?
It's always great, pal, when you take time for us on the show. We always appreciate you. You try to stay cool, okay?
You guys as well. Stay out of the sun. Don't internally combust.
Thank you, Timmy. We'll see you
Thanks,
later.
Tim.
That's Tim Kempton, everybody, and he is driven by All City Towing, and All City Towing continues to grow.